All right, what's going on, everybody? Thanks for hopping on this call. Type some sevens in the chat if you guys are fired up and excited to be on this call, to be on, a call where we're going to talk about how to be a profitable trader with IM Mastery Academy. We've got almost 80 people on this call. I want you guys to realize right now, I'm out here in Milwaukee, and we showed up and showed out. Say what up, Milwaukee! Let's go! So between the people that are here and the people that are on this call, I know we got well over 100. And, I'm excited to give you guys, some information that's going to help you obviously navigate through your membership, that's going to help you become a profitable trader. And we've got two guys that have made a lot of money trading with this company, that are going to give you their ideas and their strategies that they've plugged into, so that you know exactly, jumping off this call, what you need to plug into and what exactly you need to do. Okay, so I'm excited. I want you guys to type in the chat where you guys are calling in from. All right, I see we got Miami, we got Texas. I want to know where else we got people calling in from. We got Marshall, Wisconsin. Let's go. St. Paul, Indiana, Milwaukee, Denver, Kenosha, Montana, Colorado. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Cool, guys. So basically, the first thing that I'm going to break down for you is how to really navigate through your membership. Okay. After I'm done talking, I'm going to pass it over to CJ. CJ is one of the best, if not the best trader within our organization. He just had a huge milestone the other day. He had his first six-figure day trading, guys. Six-figure day. Okay. Six-figure day trading, and just unbelievably smart when it comes to, mastering these charts, okay? And then we've got Tyler Sorensen, who has created a wave within his organization of people that are profiting in the markets, okay? So those two are going to hop on after I'm done. But I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and I'm going to just run through with you really everything that you need to know when it comes to your membership. So if you guys don't have, this website written down, write it down immediately. It is im.center. Okay. im.center. This is where you're going to use everything within your membership. So if you don't have im.center written down, you're probably going to struggle when it comes to using these products. All right. So im.center, this is where you're going to actually log in to your membership. Okay. So I'm going to log into mine, and I'm going to show you exactly what you guys should be plugging into. So when you first join, and if you guys haven't done so yet, you should plug into these Academy videos. All right. These Academy videos right here are going to break down the basics of trading for you. All right, now you guys can see all three styles of trading in my membership because I have the Elite Pack. Okay, the Elite Pack includes absolutely everything that this company offers. So you're going to get HFX style of trading, which is the fast style trading, quick 1 to 5 minute trades, right? That's the trading that I started with, that pretty much everybody on this team has started with. It's a good way to get your foot in the door and understand trading. Okay, so that's what HFX is. Now, the second style of trading is DCX. This is where you're trading cryptocurrencies. You're learning about, NFTs, DeFi, staking. Okay, this is a very, very powerful platform when it comes to learning about digital currencies. Okay, you guys are going to learn how to be a part of the 4% of the world that actually knows about these digital currencies and digital assets. All right, and then the third style of trading is traditional foreign exchange trading. Now, in the FRX Academy, you're not only going to learn how to trade currency exchange rates right from your phone, okay? It's on an app called MetaTrader 4, all right? I want you guys to write that app down, okay? MetaTrader 4, M-E-T-A, trader, and then the number 4. This is where you're going to take crypto trades and FRX trades, all right? And I know CJ and Tyler are going to cover this more, but it's cool because you're actually able to place these trades right from your phone, and you can trade, literally scalp the market and day trade cryptocurrencies, metals like gold and silver, just traditional currency exchange rates like the pound to the yen, and even indices like US 30, NAS 100, S&P 500. You guys are able to literally day trade all of these things off that MetaTrader 4 app. Okay. Now, me and Tyler, we're going to post our getting started checklist in our chat. So if you're in Freedom Family, you guys are going to get a getting started checklist in there. If you're within Breadwinners, you guys are going to get the getting started checklist in there. If you're brand new and you aren't even a part of the team, when you do get started, you will get a getting started checklist sent to you that's going to teach you how to fund a real trading account with MetaTrader 4. Okay. So then you'll have a funded account with money in it, and you'll be able to trade cryptos, metals, indices, and traditional currency exchange rates. Okay. Now, basically what I want to show you guys is these are videos that are going to teach you how to trade. Okay. So whatever membership you signed up with, obviously you're going to see in your membership in IM Center. All right. What I would suggest, okay, and I know me and Tyler and Joey are pretty much on the same page with this. If you are getting started with this company, you should have the DCX package with the FRX Pro Pack, okay? You should have the DCX package with the FRX Pro Pack. You can write that down. That comes out to $285 one time and $225 a month. Now, understand how much value you're going to get from that. Okay, you're going to get to learn how to actually understand cryptocurrency. So if you click on DCX here and we click on this, you're going to get a bunch of videos. What is a digital currency? What's a pip in digital currencies, right? Spreads, entry price, take profit, time frames. I mean, you're going to learn everything you need to know about cryptos within these videos. And not only that, you're going to get to plug into live experts as well. Okay. But before I get into the live experts, I want you to understand that, you know, you're going to have a lot of videos that are going to teach you about cryptocurrencies. And then in the FRX, when you buy the FRX package, or sorry, not the FRX package, but the elite package, you'll actually get all of this. Okay. So if you just buy the DCX pack with the FRX Pro Pack, you actually won't get the FRX videos. You'll just get access to the apps and the trading calls for FRX. Okay. Which is fine. You know, you're going to learn a lot on those calls. But if you want literally everything this company has to offer, you just have to get the elite pack. Okay. It's literally $50 more than what I just said. So it's $325 and $275 a month. That's what I do. Okay. Because I want everything that the company has to offer. And so the first step is really plugging into these videos. If you have not gone through the Academy videos, you need to start doing that. You don't have to go through all of them at once, but go through the videos so you understand the basics. So many people are trying to make boatloads of money trading, but you don't even understand the terminology. You don't even understand the basics, right? It's like you're trying to ride a bike and you haven't even learned how to walk yet. All right. So you got to learn how to walk, learn how to run. Then you can then you can ride a bike, you know, and so on and so forth. So learn the basics first. The next thing that you guys can plug into in your membership is Go Live. Okay. So Go Live, this is where all the live trading experts are. So once again, if you get DCX with the FRX Pro Pack, you're going to be able to plug into the DCX calls and the FRX calls. All right. So DCX, if I click on it, you're going to see all the cryptocurrency traders. These are all the traders that teach you crypto. Now they all do something different. All right. This guy, he does crypto with the harmonic scanner. This guy uses the scalper and Swipecoin to trade crypto. Mike Sotero talks about DeFi and staking, right? How to hold crypto and earn dividends off of it. All right. Digital currencies for beginners, beginner crypto education, DCX Fast Start. I would tell you this. When you get the DCX package, the first call that you should honestly hop on is one of these DCX Fast Start calls by Corinne. Okay. She literally breaks down the basics of crypto and how to use your membership. Okay. So first call, write that down. The first call you should hop on in your DCX pack is the DCX Fast Start. And then I would go to a call where it says beginner crypto education, digital currency for beginners. Okay. These are really cool calls as well. Jason Brown, Curtis Cobain, Club Crypto and Crypto and Morning Coffee. They literally talk about everything digital. And they're super cool talks by these guys, very knowledgeable And, you know, we'll just say they've got 5 to 10 M's invested into this market. Okay. So very, very knowledgeable. As far as the FRX calls go, I'm going to let CJ and Tyler handle, you know, who you guys should really be hopping on when it comes to FRX and even DCX. I'm just kind of showing you guys where everything is in your membership. Okay. So you have the Academy videos. After you start watching the Academies, you can start plugging into live trading sessions. All right. These live trading sessions are going to teach you really how to look at charts the way these experts do, how to take trades like the experts do. You copy success, you can have success. You can't do this on your own. All right. And then the last thing is the strategies in the app. So if you click on strategies, you guys are going to see all of the different softwares that the company has to offer. Okay. So if we go to FRX, you can see them: the harmonic scanner, vibrata, gold cup, levels, pivot, steady, DeLorean, bounce back, and colors. Okay. As far as apps goes, I believe there's apps for almost all of these. So you can look them up in the app store. I know some of them don't have an app, but I believe almost all of these do have an app. I know Tyler and CJ will be able to correct me if I'm wrong. And then for the DCX Academy, same thing. You've got the Swipecoin scalper, which is an app on your phone. Okay, it's right here, Swipecoin. And then the harmonic scanner and all that. Okay, so all the strategies in the apps are right here as well. And so all you have to do is download them. And again, these experts are going to teach you how to utilize these strategies. So don't just go in there and start trying to understand it on your own. The best thing you can do is learn from the people who have already done it, right? So I want you guys to type in the chat real quick if that was helpful. I want you to type some 3s in the chat if that was helpful for you guys on how to really navigate through your membership and what to plug into right from the start. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Now, if you already have a membership, if you are already a part of the team, chances are, you know, maybe you got signed up on the DCX pack with the FRX Pro pack. Okay. But I know there's a lot of people probably on this call that maybe you don't have the FRX Pro pack, or maybe you're on HFX, or maybe you're just on the wrong membership. Okay. So I want to show you guys how to change it. Everybody by the end of tonight, should have the DCX pack with the FRX Pro pack. And if you really want to go above and beyond, just buy the Elite package. You'll get everything. All right. So here's how you're going to do it. You're going to log into your account on iam.academy. Okay. So iam.academy, you're going to log in. This is going to be your account, and you're just going to hit shopping cart. So right here, you guys will see it says shopping cart. You click on it. Sorry, it's reloading now, but basically it's going to show this screen. It's just going to repop it up. But for me, I already have the Elite pack. So it's only going to show a few things for me. It's not showing much. Okay. For you guys, if you only have the DCX, you're going to see the Elite pack on here. You're going to see everything on here that you're going to be able to add on. All you need to do, if you already have the DCX pack, all you need to do is click FRX Pro pack and buy it. It's $50. Okay. If you want to change your membership, if you have the HFX pack or the DCX pack or the FRX pack, and you want to switch to DCX or Elite, then what you need to do is this. Okay. You're going to go to, where is it? Personal info. Okay. Right here, personal info. And you guys are going to scroll down to where it says membership. Okay. So membership, you're going to see this little box right here. And it's going to say that you're on, you know, HFX or FRX or DCX, whatever it is. If you want to switch to the digital currency pack or Elite, all you have to do is select it, and then you hit modify pack. That's it. Okay. So I would suggest just getting the Elite. You'll get everything. It's worth it. One other thing that doesn't really involve trading, but I would tell you guys to get, is this right here, the MMX Bob Proctor. This MMX call talks about everything mindset, the law of attraction, shifting paradigms, vibrations. I mean, literally everything that you need to know to become a successful person in your own head. And I'll tell you guys this, when it comes to trading, 80%, maybe even 90% of it is mental. And I bet you Tyler and CJ will tell you guys the same thing, that if you don't have control over your own mindset, you don't have the mentality for success, then you're going to have a tough time winning on the chart. So I not only have the MMX call for my own mindset to help grow my business, but I also get it to help with my trading, right? Because I know if I don't have control over my mind and what I'm thinking, what I'm doing, there's no way that I'm going to win on the charts. Okay. So that's how to navigate through your membership. That's how to switch your membership to, DCX with the FRX Pro Pack or just the Elite Pack. And hopefully all of you guys do that by the end of tonight. So this is amazing, guys. We got 94 people on here. Literally the call is almost maxed out. And I'm super, super excited that you guys are on here. And now we're going to get into the real sauce. Okay. We're going to get into some of the actual traders, the actual softwares and apps and what they do and how to use them. And so honestly, guys, this guy's a stud. I've known him for a while now. He's been on the team for a little bit, and just every time I talk to him, he's so poised, so respectful, just a beast. And he just stays consistent. He stayed so consistent with learning this skill sets. Most people, what they do is, they work on this for 2 weeks and then they go, they got stuff going on and they take time off. They put in the effort for a month and then they disappear. This guy has stayed so consistent over, the time that he's been with this company, and it shows in his trading results. And not only that, it shows in his business. It's why he's a Platinum 2000, and I know he's going to crush Platinum 5000 very, very soon here, but it's also why he's crushing it with his trading. Is because it takes consistency, it takes the right mentality, and it takes a certain level of individual to achieve the results that he's achieved. So like I said, he had a 6-figure day. I mean, type some dollar signs in the chat if you guys would like to have a 6-figure day. I mean, that's just insane to me. Some people can't even fathom making 6 figures a year, and he did it in a day, right? So absolutely insane. I'm excited. I want you guys to get fired up in the chat. Go crazy for my man, Mr. Coach CJ. Can you hear me, brother?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I'm going to spotlight you, and the floor is yours, bro.
Excellent. Appreciate you for allowing me to speak to your team and the guests that you guys have on this call. It's exciting to see so many individuals that either you're already in the business or in the academy, or you're looking at the academy, but it's always amazing to see so many people that want to level up their lives. And for those of you that are in the academy, wanting to make the addition or maybe just the switch to FRX, in my opinion, it's going to be a life-changing thing if you actually take the skill set of it seriously. Just a little bit about myself. I started with IM. It was either in March or May of last year. Tyler Sorensen, who's on this call, good friend of mine, known him for about 5 years. We were in a previous company together. When he made the switch over to here, I was following him. I mean, obviously I'm following him on Instagram. I was seeing him doing HFX, and it intrigued me. I reached out to him, asked him what he was doing. It pretty much got started. I came over here really to learn how to trade. It was always something that was fascinating to me. Actually, that year, obviously it was COVID. My profession is in the fitness industry, so I've been a personal trainer and a personal trainer for about 11 years, and gym owner now for maybe a couple of years now, and it was right in the middle of COVID, right? So it was almost like, everything was swept from underneath me, and I had a lot of time on my hands to learn a skill set. And so Tyler introduced me, and we got started rocking and rolling on HFX, and just like I've done with FRX, I dove into the education. Evan Cabral was one of my favorite educators, and Christian Lopez. I absolutely loved the session. So I basically watched everything that they guys had in their favorite sessions, and fast forward maybe a few months, I would say maybe 90 days, I was running my own sessions. I don't know if any of you guys were able, I don't know how long you guys been in, if you're already in, but if you were ever able to be on, one of my morning or evening Seymour Profit sessions back in the day before April of last year. I was running sessions 3-4 times a week, and had amazing success with HFX. But what ended up happening was the pivot for me into FRX was my son was going to be born. Well, he was born in April, And I was hearing about how FRX was going to be able to give a little bit more time freedom from the charts, and then also a lot more income, without having to put that time on the chart. Because you guys all trade HFX, those you guys that are in, so in order to catch 3-4 trades, you got to be on AJ session or one of the educator sessions for an entire hour, right? You got to be glued and ready to go, ready to rock and roll. When they say call, you got to call. When they say put, you got to put. And you have to be engaged. And I just knew with a newborn, that that wasn't going to be the case. If any of you guys have kids, if you guys can relate, you don't know what the heck is going to happen in the next moment. So for me, I literally shut my sessions down and started to make a shift over to FRX to see what it was all about. And I haven't turned around since. I literally have not looked back, not one time. And it's been a huge blessing, and a lot has happened in that time since April of last year when my son was born to now. And the biggest thing for me, just like I did with HFX, was jumping into the skill set, jumping into the education. And I bounced around a little bit trying to figure out who I wanted to follow. There's so many great educators in FRX, because obviously FRX was where I Am a Caddy began. Chris Terry, shout out to him, was one of the best, is one of the best traders that this industry has ever seen. He's blessed us all by giving us the sauce and ability to be able to learn from him in the beginning, and now basically bred all of these amazing educators. And so I was looking at different educators at the time, and then I came across, which I already kind of had a mindset on, smart money concepts, right? So institutional concepts. And so what my suggestion would be when you guys do make the switch is to dive into bounce back boot camp. And I'm going to share my screen and show you guys this. I will highly suggest that you guys, some action items for you would be to start here, right? After you've gone through if you're going to get the FRX Academy and the FRX Boot Camp, and the FRX Pro Pack and DCX, then start with the Academy videos, right? Just like you did with HFX, start with series 100, 200, 300, right? If you have access to those, start with those series 100, 200, 300s, because that's going to give you what is a pip? Because the difference between HFX, it's the same charts, right? But with HFX, we're time based. Like, we're in and out in the markets 3, 4, 5 minutes, depending on who you're following. But with FRX, we want to maximize the distance traveled between when we enter to when we take profit. And so it's a lot more that you need to soak in to be able to understand what's really happening inside of this market, right? And I can just for an example, I don't know. I can see Bobby Jones. I can see you. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can see my chart? Okay, cool. Just to really be able to like understand what's really going on, right? A lot of with HFX, you don't need to understand a lot of what's going on. You literally just be like, all right, let's take a, we're probably on let's say a 5-minute chart. Let me get this out the way. And say we're on a 5-minute chart and we got this level marked right here, and then once it gets here, we're pressing put, and then we're out of the market in 3 minutes. That's all you really need to know. But when you're looking to get an FRX, you really need to understand why this market has reacted here, right? What's going on with these candles? What is the impulse? What is the institutional candle? What is the fib retracement? What is the measurement of that tool and things like that? And bounce back is going to really give you guys a huge insight into what they call smart money. Because without going into too much detail, but I think it's important to at least give you guys this a little bit of sauce, is that if you don't know the history of Forex, but the market is set up for the big players to win, right? And in order for us to play what's inside of the big players, we need to be playing inside of that flow of that money, right? And so when the big banks come in here and move the markets, right, the big institutions, they call it the composite man, when they come in here and they move the markets, you need to be inside of that move with them, because that's going to be your free flowing move without a lot of resistance to your take profit or to your gains or whatever the case may be, right? And so understanding the clues that the market leaves behind in order for you to take advantage of it when it comes back and have confidence in your setup to be able to have proper risk management, to be able to have a nice a lot size that is based off of percentage of your account basis. You just throwing a number out there, right? Over leveraging is still a thing. It doesn't matter what it is, right? You need to play with inside of your account size. And so smart money is going to allow you to pick up on these clues that are left, in the market. Just let me see if I can just give you guys a real quick example, right? This is all hindsight, so I'm looking for the perfect example. You know what I mean? Just because I'm talking about it. Give me 1 second. Let me go to Nas. Everybody's been asking me like, what was the trade that got that big day the other day, and it was on Nas. I want to say it was this candle down here that I bought, and then I wrote it up, pretty much. But these clues that the market leaves, you see me marking up my chart and things like that. And but you see on my chart, I don't have Bollinger Bands, I don't have RSI, I don't have well, that's the same thing, RSI, stochastic. It's literally just me reading the market and looking at the clues that are left behind inside of the market. And that's what smart money can teach you, right? Smart money can teach you why things are coming back to where they are and why they're reacting from there. Okay, understanding that, here's an impulse, and then the market put in what's called a buy to sell candle, push the market down. So when it returns back to this area, that there's most likely going to be mitigation here, so you can take a sale here with a nice tight stop loss to ride it all the way back down, right? And then when it returns here again, you could take the trade again, right? And this may look familiar to you guys that trade HFX. This is basically called consolidation. Now, this is a huge time frame. This is 4 hours, but the consolidation is the same. You can see that it's bouncing from this area to this area to this area to this area, and potentially may come back up at this area, but at some point it will break it. So if you ever heard an educator say, take it till it breaks it, that's essentially what you're doing, but you're doing it with reason. You're doing it with an understanding of why the market is returning here. And you'll understand, why it's stopping here, because looking left, there's some sort of support, right? So hopefully that didn't confuse you guys, but my whole point in going into that just a little bit is to help you guys, or to put emphasis on the fact that you need to understand, why smart money is important. Understanding liquidity, risk management is going to be key. I'm not a huge Wyckoff person, but that's there as well. The Fibonacci, which some of you guys may use in HFX, all of this stuff, literally, right? Mitigation, where they talk about, what that means, directional bias, understanding market structure, because FRX is going to be a lot more in depth, but when you understand it, you're not going to spend a lot of time on the charts, right? You don't have to spend a lot of time on the charts unless you want to. I can come and look for a setup on the charts for opening bell, which is at 8:30 in the morning Central Time. Be on the charts for maybe an hour or so. Set up a trade, looking for a spot, set up a trade, walk away, come back. Either it triggered and it went the right way, or it triggered and hit my stop loss. I don't care either way. It's a one. I have the same confidence in the trade. Period. If it goes against me, I'm looking for reasons why. If it goes my way, I'll look for reasons why, right? You know what I'm saying? It brings more confidence into what I was doing. But my risk is, more than likely 1%, no matter what. Because the risk to reward in FRX can be huge, right? You can risk 1% and make 3%. You can risk 1% and make 5. You can risk 1% and make 8. And that kind of brings me into my next one, which is an app. But let me see. So I'll pull up the website, but they really operate from their app and not from the website. But the other group that I like, which also does smart money, is called Steady. Okay, so they have a website, but they operate from the app. So make sure you guys download the Steady app. And literally, these traders are so amazing, right? No income claims or anything like that. Everybody loses trades. It is what it is. But their risk to reward, right, is what's so key. And just, I don't know why it's not pulling up. I don't know if it's my internet or what. But I wanted to kind of give you guys a visual. My phone is not pulling up either. So yeah, my internet. Can you guys hear me okay? Yep. Okay. Thanks, Bobby. Yeah, because I saw you say yes. But the other group that I look at outside of bounce back is Steady. And just taking Steady trades this week, let's just say the last 2 weeks, 26% gain on your account, easy. Just taking the trades, just putting them in. And this is great for the new person. And this is what we're telling our team right now, because we got a lot of people that are joining us. And we're telling them just follow steady, right? As you're learning, as you're on demo, as you're trying to figure out, what type of trader that you want to be, as you're trying to, make sure that you got it down. Here we go. To make sure that you got it down, make sure you're understanding your strategy that you want to build, that you want to mimic, making sure that you that you're proper having proper risk management and all that type of stuff. Follow these educators, just like you're doing HFX, right? Some of you guys may have been, Millie Mills as your favorite, or I don't even know who else is on HFX right now, to be honest, but whoever your favorite educator was, whoever you were following, it's the same thing, right? As you're trying to learn how to do this and be self-sufficient, you're taking every trade that they're taking because they are the professionals, right? It's just like if I was able to be schooled on how to play basketball with Michael Jordan, right? And if I was in a video game and he was able to control me, I'm going to allow him to control me. I'm going to I'm going to do exactly what he says to do as I learn how to play basketball on my own, right? And that's exactly what steady is. Steady is a way for you to be able to take trades. I don't know if you guys can see, but they called out a Euro GBP today, right? And let me just go to the chat. You can see, right, the last one that got put in, I don't know if you see that USD CAD was a 1 to 10 risk to reward. It went 164 pips. So imagine if you risked let's just say $100, right? You just made 1,000, right? No income claims. I'm just telling you the facts. The fact is, if you risked $100 on this trade, you made $1,000 on that trade because it went to a 10% gain. If you risked $1,000 on that trade, you just made $10,000 on that trade. Again, that's not an income claim. That is a fact. That is what happened today, right? And there's more trades that like that. Here's another one that hit. What's today? Is today January 27th? Yep, this one hit today as well. This one was a USD CHF. The risk to reward was 1 to 8, and it hit 8%. So it hit 202 pips, right? All you had to do is play Simon Says as you're learning the concepts, right? As you're going through the bounce back bootcamp, or you're going through what Tyler's going to share with you, you're literally can just copy and paste these trades, risk 1% of your account, and allow the trade to do what it's supposed to do. Follow the instructions that are coming to the app. It's this simple. I want everybody to type 333 in the chat. Type 333 in the chat. Type 333 in the chat. Everybody that can type 333 in the chat can place these trades. All you got to do is literally follow instructions. If you follow instructions, you're going to make money, right? You're not going to win every trade, but you're going to risk 1%. So the trade that you do lose, let's say you lose let's say they lose 2 in a row. You copied their trade and they lost 2 in a row. But that third one, so that means you lost 2% because you risked 1% each one. But that third trade went that 10%. So what's 10 minus 2? You just made 8%, right? The risk to reward is amazing. So I don't know if you guys have any questions or anything, or AJ, if there's anything specifically that you want me to hit on, but this right here is steady. The two educators that I like in steady are Starboy right here. This guy right here, he goes live 5 p.m. Central, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then also another steady guy is John Dollery and Ron Coomer. I don't hop on their sessions because they're at 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. my time, and I am asleep. But I watch their sessions, their recorded sessions, and also they send all their trade ideas in the app. So technically, I don't have to get on their sessions, but I get on their sessions just to keep sharpening my own skills, right? So those are my steady educators that I like to get on. And then here's the bounce back guys, Zachary Hogan and Jordan Morgan. They get on at they're more of a opening bail people, 8 a.m. And there's one more. Where's John Fibonacci at? John Fibonacci, I don't see him on here, but he's another bounce back guy as well. So AJ, if there's any questions, he's on a normal FRX schedule. If you had anything that you want me to hit on specifically, if not, I'm gonna turn it over to Tyler real quick. So just let me know, bro, if you're good.
Yeah, bro, you killed it.
Okay, cool.
Guys,
all right, well then
type some fire emojis in the tab. You got some value from that. I mean, you absolutely crushed that, bro.
Another guy, sorry, real quick. Another guy that I literally just got turned on to because he was spotlighted for the Mastery Market on Sunday. Wright, man, he talks about supply and demand, and he breaks it down to a very elementary. Like if you got young kids, like 4 or 5, 6 year olds, if they're able to have a attention span, he will be able to teach them how to trade. Like very, very basic. Wright is an amazing educator, and he has a strategy called levels. And I haven't dove into it too much because I'm not a huge strategy jumper, and I already kind of have my blinders on for what I'm looking at, but I do dive into his education. You can never get too much education. So with that being said, I'm gonna introduce the person that introduced me, right? He introduced me. I'm super, super grateful. I wake up every morning and I'm grateful for Tyler Sorensen, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where I am right now today. I wouldn't have been able to have that day I had on Tuesday. So I probably should cash app him a little bit, but I won't. But no, Tyler Sorensen, like I said earlier, me and this guy known each other for about 5 years. Previous company, we were sidelined to each other. And then when he made the switch over to here, I was already kind of checked out of the previous company, was looking for something new, where it can be a little bit more, optional in terms of from a product standpoint. Me and him were both kind of done with products. And so when he found this and he was like, bro, this is nothing but trading. You can share it if you want to, but you definitely take a look. I took a look and I'm glad I did. Tyler's an amazing leader. He's a chairman 10, young cat out of Wisconsin. I can't say enough good things about him. I mean, every time we have events, I'm always excited to room with him. You know what I mean? We always, room together and things like that, and just tear it up together at the events. And we host a lot of calls together, and we literally talk every single day. So I'm gonna turn over to Tyler to go over his favorite parts of FRX and then also talk on DCX. So Tyler, you there, bro?
I am, bro. I appreciate that intro. If you would have cashed at me anyway, I would have had to send it back for you saying all those nice things. But guys, this is a fire call, and CJ just went through a lot. AJ went through a lot in the beginning. So hopefully you guys are getting value. If you've gotten any value so far, type a 111 in the chat. For those of you guys that are on Zoom, obviously you guys that are in person, punch the person next to you or something. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Go tackle AJ if you guys are at the event. But guys, this is super, super cool to just see, because when I came to this company, kind of like CJ said, to echo a little bit, it was to trade. I had been in network marketing for 3.5 years at this point. And I just saw people making money on the charts. I saw people being able to, leverage their money that they were making at their jobs or whatever the case was in the markets, learn how to turn $1 into 10. And I don't know, I've always wanted to learn how to invest. I've always wanted to learn how to do that. And I think most people do. They just don't really ever have a place to begin. And one of the things that I heard a while ago that has always stuck with me is, you spend 18 years of your life minimum in formal education, right? Like you go from, till you're 18 years old, senior in high school, and then you've spent 18 years of your life essentially going through the schooling system, whatever the case is. And then some people move on to college, right? They get their bachelor's degree, right? That BS or whatever it is. And then they move on and get the, their master's or their PhD. And people spend a lot of time learning skills, so they can go and make an income, get a job and all that good stuff. And it's funny to me how sometimes people will do that to go get a job, but they won't give this education and this information, more than a couple of months, right? Like you don't need to spend 18 years on this education to master it. What I was told was 12 to 18 months, 12 to 18 months of diving into this information, and your life will begin to look a lot different. And, when I look at Coach CJ, or even myself, I'm a sophomore technically inside of IM Academy. In a couple of weeks, I'll be technically starting my junior year, inside of IM Mastery Academy. And I'll be honest, it wasn't always sunshine and rainbows for the first 6, 9, 12 months. But there really is something to be said about just with you guys that are brand new, or maybe you're looking at this for the first time. The reason I'm saying this is because I want you to come in with the right expectation. And the right expectation is not, I'm going to go make a bunch of money because CJ made 6 figures in a day. You're not going to do that probably most likely, right out of the gate. I want you guys to come into this with the mindset of, if I've spent this many years of my life on other education to learn how to, go get a job, I want you guys to give yourself at least 18 months with this information and see where your life is at the end of that. Right. So that's the reason that I say that. But guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to go over just some things that, we use as a team, and some scanners and some things and some tools that, people inside of our group use every single day to, make money in the markets. and actually, get the most out of their membership and their subscription. And I actually did want to go over this. CJ went over his trade and kind of showed it. I did want to just kind of give you guys a little bit of an idea for those of you guys that are already trading for a little bit. You guys understand charts and these things. This is actually the trade that CJ caught right here from, let me draw this up quick. From this line right here, he got in at about 13,800. Like I said, like he said, this is on NAS 100. So this is an index fund of the top 100 stocks in the United States. That's what the US NAS 100 represents. He basically got in right here, okay? And then he rolled this thing up from right here to right about the tippy top of this move right here. And this was, guys, 7,000 pips, okay? This is a 30-minute chart. So he was in this trade for 3 hours of time, right? He pressed the button one time, and then he just sat back and he let the trade run its course and play out. And 3 hours later, he was hitting me up, telling me that he was speechless. And his fiance, soon-to-be wife, was saying that they're getting ready to move out of Chicago. They're sick of the snow, and they're going to California or something. But it really is crazy, what can happen, applying this knowledge and compounding that, over time. But what I want you guys to understand more than anything, regardless of how great of a trader CJ is, or, how great sometimes I think I am at trading, or AJ is at trading, or we got a lot of amazing traders and individuals on the call. None of that would be possible without the Academy, right? The Academy literally taught me. This used to look like a heartbeat monitor to me. And I'm literally like, I don't know how in the world somebody looks at this thing and makes money. Like, I was like, this doesn't make any sense to me. This looks like hieroglyphics. I don't even know what's going on here. So if you guys are brand new and you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, like, oh my God, this is a lot of information. I don't know what Clarence just talked about, all these different terms. Don't worry, bite-sized pieces. You're going to learn this as you go. But guys, once you get started and you're in the, you're in the Academy, you're in IM Center, just to show you guys as far as like what our team kind of utilizes the most. And I would say what I utilize the most myself, all the educators that I prefer to follow on the FRX side, at least, you scroll down here and you come to FRX Pro Pack. I know you guys have seen this a couple of times already, but these, honestly, guys, I'm showing you this because I can't just give you guys, one or two educators that you only follow these people and that is it. You guys are going to have to put on your Dora the Explorer hat a little bit, get your backpack and your map out. And I need you guys to explore a little bit because these educators, they go over different types of trading. Some people are scalping, where they're in and out in a couple of minutes. And then other people are intraday, right? Where you're placing a trade, holding it for a couple of hours. Other people are swing trading, where they're holding for, a week, 2 weeks at a time. And every single person on here listening to this is going to be a different personality. So I want you guys to feel like you can go and explore and find whatever individual, whatever strategy, works best for you. But I would say, guys, to cover a few of the people that, our team uses the most, like I said, one would be right here, Lee Allen. Okay. So Lee Allen, if you come click on her sessions, she goes live, I think now Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7:30 in the morning, through about 8:30. So she's live for an hour, 3 days a week. And she's also trading opening bell, and she's trading NAS 100. Okay. So her scanner, if I can pull it up for you guys, is called Pivots. And this is the scanner that most people have been using when it comes to trading, as far as like our team goes, at least. Okay. So this is more of like a scalping / intraday type of a scanner. So when you open it up, you just go to pivots.im. If you guys already have, obviously active memberships to IM, and you pull it up, and where most people go is they come here and they change this to last scalper. Okay. So you pull this open and you're going to see initially, it just looks like a bunch of lines on the chart, right? So this looks like a lot, right? So when you come here, just come and double click the chart, and it's going to make it look a lot simpler. If you come here to this uptrending chart emoji or icon, whatever you want to call it, you click on that, you can actually come over here and you can change this. Okay. Most of the people on our team have been trading NAS 100, like I just showed you guys. And on here, that is called US Tech 100. Okay. So you come open up US Tech 100 and it pulls open this chart, and you guys can see, right? It looks like a lot of lines. It looks like a lot of lines on the chart. All these lines represent, guys, are potential pivot points inside of the market. I'm going to hide the arrows for you guys so this is a little bit easier to see, but super simple way to use this strategy, guys. And I'm going to show you how to find like all the like details about this strategy here in just a second, but really a simple strategy that you guys can use would be, looking for pivot points that Lee Allen teaches to trade between the blue and the red. But your key that you're going to be looking for are these little squiggly lines on the screen. For those of you guys that know trading a little bit, these are EMAs or exponential moving averages. And when you guys see price above the red and above the green lines, you are looking for buys only. Okay. And the same is true vice versa. If you're looking for, or if you see price below the lines, you're going to be looking for sells only. Okay. And what's happening here, guys, this is a 1 minute chart. So each one of these candles represents 1 minute of time, right? So basically an easy strategy or an easy way that you could look for opportunities, even just using pivots here. If you would have got in, let's just say when price came up, broke above this blue line, came back, retested it, and you got in right here, right? Currently, you'd be sitting up, roughly about 250 pips, right? So if you were risking $1 per pip on this example right here, you'd be up currently $250. So that's just kind of to show you, how simple it is to use this scanner on, on FRX or on your MetaTrader 4. But guys, really, that's just kind of a simple breakdown of where to find the scanner, how to navigate it, how to use it. The other part about this, when you're trading with Lee Allen in the morning, if you come here to markets and go to master trades, okay, click on master trades. Every single day, Lee Allen posts her trade idea of what she believes the market is going to do that day. Okay. So again, if you come here and you click on the chart icon, it'll open it up and you come here to US Tech 100 M15. So those of you guys that are, taking notes and following along, you can write that down, US Tech 100 M15. And basically you guys can see here, again, it looks kind of jumbled at first. Don't worry. It's really not as overwhelming, as it might seem. But basically what you are looking at right here is she called out a sell on NAS 100 right here. And you guys can see it literally gives you the green is where you'd be in profit. The red is where you'd be in drawdown. Okay. She called out the trade for a sell and then price worked its way down over the course of, the day. And you collected 5,500 pips if you took her master trade for that day. So she does this every single day, guys. And this is where I started when it came to, really following FRX and plugging into, these calls and really just being a sponge and just being willing to, like Coach said, follow along, right? And just literally let them do it for me and show me what I'm supposed to be doing while I was learning how to do this kind of at my own pace. And, this has been something that every single morning we've got people in our chat that are literally posting their screenshots of their results. They're like, oh, I just crushed it. I just caught 1,000 pips with Lee Allen this morning. I just caught, 1,500 pips taking her intraday trade or her master trades or whatever the case is. So this by far is honestly one of the most consistent educators that I've seen, that I've followed so far, outside of the people that Clarence, introduced to you guys. But Pivots and Lee Allen has been for sure one of the best educators, a part of this platform, and the team really loves, trading with in the morning because she's quick in and out of the market. You set your trade and then you let it run. And if you really want to master the pivot scanner, if you come to her favorite sessions, guys, she has, you guys can see this, day 1, day 2, day 3. She literally has the entire boot camp for her scanner right here. So again, this company is designed to give you a skill set, teach you how to trade, teach you how to fish for yourself, right? So you can take care of you and your family regardless of whether or not your educator is live. Once you guys learn how to do this for yourself, that's when you have freedom, right? So that's the whole point of this, guys, is to teach you the skill so you guys can do this whenever it is that you want to be doing it. Okay. So, make the commitment to knock this education out if you really want to learn it, master the scanner for pivots. And then the other one that I wanted to show you guys, this is probably, I would say, the second popular, if you want to call it that. And it's called Ignite. Okay. So if you go to harmonics.im and you come click on strategies, you come down here and you would click on Ignite. Okay. So basically how you read this scanner right here, you guys can see this scanner does a lot of the work for you. This scanner finds trending markets. Okay. So basically you guys can see the first thing that you are looking at with this scanner is blue and red background, right? When it's a blue background, that means we are in an uptrend or a bullish market. And when we are in a red background, that means we're in a downtrend or a bearish market. If you're in a blue area, you're looking for buys only. If you're in a red area, you're looking for sells only. And basically, guys, you are just matching up the colors with, with this scanner. You guys can see the alert panel, on the right-hand side. You can change the time frames. You can change whether you're looking at currency pairs or looking at indices or whatever the case might be. But you guys can navigate this, go through, and you can find these types of setups. What you want to look for, guys, is you want to look for nice flowing waves of price action that are happening in the market. You do not want to see, if I can scroll back maybe on this chart a little bit, maybe I can find something, or maybe I'll have to go find you guys another example. When you see the clouds all twisted up, so I guess basically like what you'd see right here, when you see the clouds all twisted up like this, that's just when you don't look for a trade, because that's where, the educators would look at that and they say, oh, that's just trash. We're not going to mess around with that. But here you guys can see a couple of different examples of where, we're in the red. Okay. That's step number one. But now we're also below these red clouds. So what you want to look for is for price to pull back into the red cloud, which it did here. And it gave you the short. It gave you the short signal, and it gave you the downward, the downward arrow telling you to sell the market, right? And if you got in right here where it says sell the market, I mean, you just caught, this would be 134 pips on currency pairs, guys. That is massive, right? That is a massive move in the currencies market. And you guys could have done the same thing here. It actually marked up the trade again for you right here. It gave you your entry right here. It gave you your target, right? 41 pips, almost 42 pips. It gave you your invalidation level or your stop loss. Like, I mean, it's honestly crazy to me at this point when people tell me that they aren't seeing success trading or they don't feel like they're learning. To me, that just tells me that they're just not plugging in. They're not even showing up to class, because this company has made an industry that is generally complex and complicated and overwhelming to most people. They have made this thing so simple. If you guys can match shapes and colors, you can trade and be pretty damn successful with trading if you know how to match shapes and colors with this platform, guys. These are the two main scanners I would say that people use when it comes to trading FRX. At least with, with our team, there's a couple other ones out there, guys. Like I said, you're going to put on your Dora the Explorer hat and you're going to go and explore these strategies like DeLorean and the harmonic scanner. But, mark these down. If you guys are just going to be checking out FRX for the first time, you maybe been trading HFX for a bit or whatever the case is, pivots and Ignite, those would not steady. We want Ignite here. These for sure would be the best ones to add to your repertoire and your arsenal right away. And maybe that's a great starting point for you. And then just to give you guys the extra training on Ignite, if you come here to Manny Quinones and you click on his channel, he's the one that created the Ignite strategy. Okay, so when you come here, click on his favorite sessions, and when this loads up here, you will actually see kind of the same layout here, where you'll see his different boot camps. Right on the top is his Ignite boot camp. So you guys, this is where you begin. Day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4. You go through this boot camp, and you will have this thing down to a T. Okay, same with the pivot scanner. If you go through her boot camp, day 1 through 3, you will have pivots down to a T. And you'll see these other educators, they have other boot camps and they have other things that they train on, inside of their go lives. And the biggest thing that I can give you guys, like I said in the beginning, it's just about putting in the time. I mean, you're not going to learn this skill set and master it in your first week or your first month. Give yourself some slack. Give yourself a little bit of time. You gave yourself 18 years minimum to go, get a high school diploma, and then you gave yourself 4 or 5 years and probably tens of thousands of student loan debt to go get a degree that who knows if you're even using, right? And I'm not down on school or jobs. This is just the reality of the situation for most people. Give yourself some slack, allow yourself some time to learn this thing, and you'll see how quickly this can go. And I'm not going to say that it's always going to take forever for you to, have success trading, because this is not true. We have one kid who, I met basically through kind of just a fluke thing on Instagram. The kid's 17 years old, and he's been in the company now for 4 or 5-ish months. In his first 90 days, this kid is 17. He borrowed $5,000 from what he told me, at least from his mom. She funded up an MT4 account for him, and he turned that $5K into like $50K in 90 days. He's 17. literally still in high school. So I'm just like, I almost was envious of that. I'm like, dude, how, like, you got started, you're 17 years old. I wish I knew about this when I was 17. So guys, you know, it can happen and it can happen quickly, but you got to be the one, you're the variable is what I'm trying to get at. Okay. So Ignite, pivots, Manny and Lee Allen, those are the two, you know, biggest keys that I could give you guys for tonight on the FRX side. And the last thing that I'll show you is Swipecoin for DCX. Obviously, AJ went over the DCX, you know, go live schedule. You know, my biggest advice would be, you know, just start hopping on those sessions, you know, start learning about cryptocurrency. It's a huge space. There's a lot going on, obviously, with NFTs, the metaverse, and all these things. But, you know, Swipecoin, and for those of you guys that were at the Milwaukee event, you guys kind of saw this, you know, broken down live a little bit, but on Swipecoin on the app and on the desktop version, myswipecoin.im, if you come here, okay, you'll see that it's organized from leverage ideas and exchange ideas. Now, exchange ideas are cryptos that you're going to add to your portfolio. You're going to buy these cryptos, hold them, and as they go up in value, you're going to obviously see gains and profits, you know, on your investment. Okay, and they give you these ideas right here, right inside the exchange chat. They're giving out, you know, Link, Luna, Ethereum, Audio, Mana, and these are just all the recent ones, guys. But you can scroll through memory lane if you want to, and you can see all the plays that they've been giving out for months, and you can just see what these projects, you know, have done. And when you're on their go live sessions, they're breaking all this down. They're giving you the white paper research. They're giving you the people that are behind these projects. They're giving you the tokenomics, the utility. It ain't just, you know, another meme coin that your Uncle Tom talked about on Facebook, and then you got excited and bought because it was named after your favorite, you know, domestic animal. You know, they're giving you real knowledge and research behind these projects. And guys, again, this company's about education. Like you're a part of this to be an investor and to learn how to multiply your money in the biggest financial markets on the planet. And then the other one is the leverage ideas, where you're trading this, you know, on MetaTrader 4, and you can benefit when the market's going up and down. And just to give you guys a little statistic here, he just posted, Nick Gomez is one of the educators for Swipecoin. For January so far, their results on the trades sent right here that you could have literally copy and pasted to your MetaTrader 4, they've taken 12 trades, 10 wins, 2 losses, 83% win rate, and they've booked nearly 6,800 pips. This is in the month of January. In the month of December, they caught 20,000 pips. So guys, our students, if they're following along, following the instructions and managing their risk, right? You're gonna take some L's along the way, right? Nobody's perfect, like Clarence said, but our students are making money and being profitable in crypto when crypto is tanking. How can that be? Most people right now, whether they're investing in the stock market or they're investing in cryptocurrency, everybody's portfolios are mainly red right now. So how is it that people can still make money? Because you can trade in this market and you can benefit when Bitcoin and all these cryptos are going up and when they're going down. When you learn this skill, you give yourself the ability to be profitable in any market condition. And that is something that makes this skill set as unique and as lucrative as it can possibly be. Is it risky? Of course it's risky. Everything's risky, but it's only risky when you don't know what it is that you're doing. And, you know, again, if you apply the mindset, like what AJ was talking about, if you apply, you know, some of the things that CJ was talking about, give yourself some time, allow yourself to develop. I mean, guys, I've said this so many times that I really believe that you almost have to try to not win. If you don't do anything and you just never plug in and you don't, you know, you're not coachable and teachable, that is really the only way you don't succeed. It is what it is. And I find it really hard to have sympathy for people that, you know, they say that it doesn't work, or they say that they didn't learn anything, or they say this, or they say that. Guys, it's just a load of BS, man. Like this, it's all right here for the taking. All these tools are in place. We got the leaders in place. And what's really cool about this as well, you know, for a lot of you, maybe you're getting started. Maybe you guys are like me. When I joined, I had like no money. I funded my first trading account on a credit card, and I blew that trading account in like 48 hours because I was trying to get rich quick. So I understand. Some of you might be listening to this and you're saying, well, yeah, this is all great, but I don't even have a lot of money. Like I said that story about Jake borrowing $5,000 from his mom, and you guys are probably like, yeah, it must be nice. I wish I had a mom give me $5,000. Yeah, okay, I hear you. But you guys can go and share this with people, and they can go, and then you can make money through the compensation plan. And then you can go put that in your trading account. Now you have money to trade with. You guys just heard Clarence say, I showed Clarence this. He made 6 figures the other day in one day. I didn't make 6 figures that day. He did. How does that work? I'm the one that showed him. I'm the one that showed this to him. I thought I was supposed to be the one making all the money. I showed you this. And that's not how it works. If you show up and you learn the skill and you apply the skill, this is all yours for the taking if you want it. Okay. And don't have this mindset of I can't build till I make all this money. It's just not true. You have no control over what somebody else is going to do. The next person you talk to could get started in 18 months from now. They could be on a call like this telling somebody else how they were the one that made 6 figures in a day. You just never know. And you're always one conversation away from changing your life and somebody else's life. And it's really, it's funny to me how a lot of the most successful traders in this entire team and in this business, they also build. They also share this with people. And at this point, it is what it is. I feel like I would be doing the world a disservice if I didn't tell them about this. Because if somebody didn't tell me about this, I mean, dude, I don't even want to let my mind go there. But my life would look completely different. CJ's life would look completely different. And obviously, hundreds and hundreds of other people's lives would be if that was the case. So I'm extremely grateful that I had somebody share this with me. If you're brand new and you're looking at this for the first time, I'm just trying to give you everything, up front so you can understand what it is that you're up against and what it is that you got your hands on when you get started. So you guys can maximize this, hit the ground running, and just be in a lot better situation 90 days, 6 months from now, guys. So I appreciate AJ, you putting this call together, bro, having me and CJ hop on. I hope you guys got some value, learned some things, and you're excited to go down this journey because, it's definitely life-changing, but it is what you make of it, right? If you show up and you're a student and you're willing to be patient with yourself and let this thing happen and do the work, I mean, sky's the limit. It really, really is. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys having me on. AJ, I will kick it back over to you, my brother, and the floor is yours. Appreciate you. Peace.
Appreciate you, bro. Wow, guys, type something in the chat if you guys are fired up after the value that CJ and Tyler just brought to this call. I mean, I'm speechless. It is absolutely insane, the value that they just gave. I learned a ton. I'm excited to go apply it. And, obviously I've been able to learn how to trade HFX very, very well, over the last 3 years. But, same thing, same situation that CJ's in. I have a son. I have a fiance that, I want to be able to not have to sit on the charts for an hour, 2 hours and, to make some money. I want to be able to learn FRX and a lot more in-depth on DCX. I've been able to plug into some of these calls already, that Tyler and CJ are talking about. I plugged into Lee Allen for the first time a couple of weeks ago. And, I was on her call for an hour, and again, no income claims, but I was on her call and I made $400 in 5 minutes trading NAS 100. I'd never traded indices before in my life. And it was super cool just to be able to plug into that call and be in profits right away. And so, guys, hopefully you took notes on that call. Hopefully you understand where you need to go from here. And hopefully you go pass this information on to other people. Like Tyler said, I mean, he honestly believes that he's doing a disservice if he doesn't share this with somebody. What they just showed you guys, I don't understand how you can not see the value in it and not want to share it with people. That's why we're so excited. Right? That's why, me and Tyler and CJ and all the top business builders in this organization build so hard, because we honestly have so much belief in this product and we understand what it's done for our lives that we're like, there's no way that I can't get excited and share this with everybody. They all deserve the opportunity to go change their life. Everybody deserves the opportunity to learn this skill set and go take their life to the next level over the next 12 to 24 months, like Tyler and CJ were talking about. So guys, just to recap, hopefully you update your membership, or if you're not a part of the team, you get a membership, get the DCX pack with the FRX Pro pack, or just the Elite pack. So you have access to everything that me and CJ and Tyler were just talking about. If you get those packages that I'm talking about, you will have access to everything that they just explained. Okay, so you'll have access to the Bounce Back launch, the Steady app, Starboy, John Dollery, Zach Hogan, Wright. You'll have access to Lee Allen and pivots, You'll have access to Ignite and Tonyquinones. You'll have access to all of that. So make sure that you guys plug in. Me and Tyler are going to post the getting started checklist in our Telegram chats. Very, very important that you guys have your Telegram notifications on, because that is when we post, when these trading calls go live, when important things are being posted, when it comes to strategies, when it comes to mentorship calls, when it comes to all these different things. You want to make sure your Telegram notifications are on and you're checking that thing. Some of you get a notification from TikTok and you check it in 3 seconds, but we get a Telegram notification for something that's going to make you money and it takes you 4 hours to check it, right? I'm checking Telegram like it's the most important thing in the world, right? So check your Telegram nonstop so you get these notifications. And we're going to go post those getting started checklists in our chat so you guys understand how to use MetaTrader 4, how to fund a real account on MetaTrader 4, and then you'll be able to start hopping on these live trading sessions using these strategies and getting paid right from your phone. So I love you guys. I appreciate you for hopping on. I'm super excited. Let's go blow this thing up, not only on the trading side, but also get all of you ranked up so you can walk stage in West Palm Beach in about 6 weeks here. So excited to see you guys all there. Have a great night. Peace.